Hello everyone. So Shopify just published an article of 5 years of React Native at Shopify. So let's go through it. So 5 years ago we announced that React Native is the future of mobile at Shopify. Today we are excited to share the progress we have made, lessons learned and what the future holds. To recap, we decided to switch to React Native for three main reasons. Right, once, stop building the same features twice, once on iOS and once on Android. Talent portability, enable devs to work fluently across iOS, Android and web. Ship more value, spend more time delivering value to users instead of chasing feature parity. We are happy to share that our transition has been quite successful. Not having to build the same feature twice has given us a step change in productivity. Engineers are able to work across web and mobile, allowing teams to do more with the same number of people and unlock new growth opportunities. Maintaining feature parities between iOS and Android has become a non-issue, freeing up capacity to ship a lot more value. Our apps are blazingly fast, less than 500 millisecond screen loads, and stable, greater than 99.9% crash-free sessions. We continue to leverage native wherever it is the best tool for the job, giving us the best of both worlds. Over the past 5 years, we have migrated all our apps to React Native. Instead of using one size fits all approach to do so, each team choose when and how to migrate their app. This allowed them to continue shipping features while also aligning with our strategy of leveraging React Native. So here you can see Shop app was iOS only, rewrote in React Native. Same for Inbox, point of sale was built from scratch with React Native. And then Balance was built with React Native collabs as well, and Shopify migrated the existing code base around 600 screens to React Native. What did we learn? React Native apps are fast. We care very deeply about performance at Shopify. As our CEO Toby Lutke says, not all fast software is great, but all great software is fast. The biggest question we had while switching to React Native, and the main reason we didn't do it sooner, was whether we will be able to achieve our performance goals with it. Before making the decision to switch, we did extensive prototyping which led to promising results. We also saw all the work that Meta was doing to eliminate the performance bottlenecks and identifies areas like list where we could help. We predicted that React Native will get much faster soon and went all in. Fast forward 5 years, React Native apps are fast. We have achieved sub 500 milliseconds screen loads in the Shopify app, and you can learn how we did it. So they have given some links. We have achieved similar performance in all our apps. Just like native, you have to apply good patterns and techniques to eliminate performance bottlenecks. After spending years building mobile apps at scale with both native and React Native, we have found that native doesn't automatically mean fast and React Native doesn't automatically mean slow. React Native has come a long way in the last few years, and you can now use it to build world-class apps. We anticipate that this will continue to get easier as the framework matures and team develop more expertise. We'll continue to share our learnings with the community. Hot reloading is awesome. The ability to see your changes reflect instantly with React Native has been a total game changer. This was one of our biggest pain points with native. Given the size of our code base, it took several minutes for even the most trivial changes to be compiled and run on an emulator physical device. This wastes times and breaks developer flow. React Native's hot reloading completely eliminates this problem. TypeScript unlocks talent portability. TypeScript has become ubiquitous, and we have seen great success with developers transitioning between React Web and React Native. Web developers find it much easier to start working on mobile using React Native as opposed to native iOS and Android development. Similarly, mobile developers familiar with React Native find it easy to work on the web. This flexibility not only opens up more growth opportunities for engineers but also increases staffing flexibility and enables teams to accomplish more with the same number of developers. It also opens up new opportunities to share code between web and mobile, creating more leverage. Having developers who can work on multiple platforms is incredibly valuable. It allows us to ship faster and enables developers to take good ideas from one technology and apply them to another in novel ways. It also creates a culture of viewing technologies as tools in a tool belt. broadens the team's horizon and encourages using the best tool for the job instead of whatever you happen to be the most familiar with. Native devs are crucial. Mobile engineers who specializes in iOS and Android are essential to building great mobile apps. There is no replacing experience and taste that comes from having built many mobile products and deeply understanding conventions and usability. Being able to drop down to the platform layer, write bindings, master, build and release, distribution, etc. requires native expertise. They also play a vital role in optimizing app performance across the myriad of device models, ensuring a consistent user experience for all users. Additionally, native expertise is essential for managing React Native version updates as well as adopting new features, APIs, and tooling changes that accompany new iOS and Android releases. You can't build a good product without these experts. We invested in training our native mobile developers in React Native through a self-serve course that covered everything they needed to know to ship production-ready code. Additionally, we set up office hours with developers who were already proficient in React Native to provide support through Q&A session, pair programming and code reviews. We also supplemented our mobile teams with some web developers for their JavaScript, TypeScript and React expertise. This ensured we had a strong expertise in both native and React Native, and over time it leveled up the entire team. Having a good mix of native and web developers is the key to building great mobile apps using React Native in our experience. Native code is crucial. 100% React Native should be an anti-goal. It is great for building features just once, but is not the right technology for everything. Native is still the best way for building cutting-edge features that leverages device hardware like 2D, 3D scanning, running AI models on devices. It is also better suited for building features that have memory limitations like home and lock screen widgets, Apple Watch apps, and complications, app intents, and Siri shortcuts. Native is also the better choice for long-running background jobs. Our point of sale app, for instance, downloads and syncs a ton of data in the background so that it can process transactions even when offline. By leveraging native code, we were able to offload that work completely to the background, ensuring that it had no effect on app performance. Doing so is easy thanks to the strong interoperability that React Native provides out of the box. Instead of thinking native or React Native, think native and React Native. We have found that you can use a ton of time by building most features just once using React Native and then leverage native for things it is best suited for. This is also why having native expertise on the team is crucial. Debugging is worse. Debugging in React Native is flaky, and configuring it correctly in VS Code takes some work. iOS and Android, on the other hand, have powerful debugging capabilities that just work. Meta recently did a complete rewrite of React Native's debugger stack, which looks promising. We are collaborating with them to make it world class. React Native updates are not seamless. Updating an app to each new version of React Native takes a significant amount of work and often requires restructuring the code base. We have mitigated this by having a small group of rotating developers handle it with the rest of the team focus on feature development. We expect this to get easier as the framework matures and the new architecture is more widely adopted. More reliance on third-party libraries, the React Native framework is not as comprehensive compared to native, so you end up having to use more third-party libraries. The ecosystem has matured a lot in recent years, and it is easy to find well-maintained libraries for anything you need. This, however, adds the overhead of keeping them up to date on an ongoing basis and increases the surface area of supply chain attacks. We have mitigated this by implementing automated dependency update using Dependabot and automated code scanning to catch malicious code. We would love to see the framework get more opinionated and provide more capabilities out of the box. Shared foundation unlock a ton of leverage. When we first started adopting React Native, we did not have years of experience of building mobile apps using React Native like we did with native. We also couldn't leverage the shared native foundation that we had built over the years, so each team built things their own way. It wasn't worth investing in creating those shared foundation at the time either, because we were still learning how to build apps in React Native. We were beginners again and had to put in the time and effort to develop the expertise. This approach was great to hit the ground running quickly and migrate our apps, but it was also caused teams to solve the same problem multiple times, reinventing the wheel. This was a conscious trade-off. We optimized for speed over consistency. By the end of 2023, all our apps were mature enough that we could start making them consistent. We have been since started extracting common components like identity, real-time monitoring, performance measurement, etc. into shared libraries that all apps consume. This allows teams to avoid solving problems that have already been solved in other parts of the company. It also spreads knowledge and expertise, and every app automatically benefits from improvements that are made to this shared components. We will continue this work in 2025 to further increase the amount of code we share between our apps, as it gives us tremendous leverage and frees up engineering bandwidth that can be applied to shipping more value to our users. Future of React Native is bright, and we think Meta have been great stewards of the project. We are seeing regular improvements with every release, and the roadmap has been heavily influenced by developer feedback. We anticipate that building fast apps will continue getting easier. We are also stoked about the new architecture and are committed to adopting it in our own apps. The community is also thriving, with several companies like Microsoft, Amazon, Tesla, SpaceX, and Coinbase using React Native, and developers shipping high quality third-party libraries and framework. At Shopify, we believe that building software is a team sport and have a commitment to the open web, open source, and open standard. We do this by making code contributions to React Native, serving as co-release captains for React Native releases, sponsoring highly impactful open source projects like React Native Ski and Reanimated, publishing open source projects like Flashlist, Restyle, and Top Hat. Additionally, in 2025, we are restarting the React Native working group. This will bring together senior leaders who support React Native in their organization to identify key challenges in the ecosystem, prioritize improvements, increase collaboration, and reduce duplicated efforts. Previously, members included companies like Meta, Twitter, Coinbase, and Microsoft. If you are interested in joining this effort, get in touch. React Native has come a long way in the last 5 years, and a lot of limitations that led people to not adopt it simply don't exist anymore. If you haven't tried using React Native in a while, now would be a good time to revisit it. We are also continuing to working with Meta and rest of the community to make it better. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.